Okay. Just making some adjustments here. Oh,
Okay.
gosh dang it.
To be
Nope.
honest, skirt is
Gosh.
too long.
Stop. Stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. Gosh dang it. You know, it's Friday the 13th. I really should just give it a pass at this point. I should not have expected any less. I was just trying to scoot over a tab so that it wouldn't cause a bunch of audio to trigger. But obviously that was asking too much. And of course I'm not showing up. Oh, ah, there I am. But yeah, it's that time again. It's time for Cursed Trains from Trainer.'s Discord! And of course, for the second month in a row, it's on Friday the 13th. Oh no. Oh no, no. Oh no, no, no. But yeah, Trainer Thought posted a new video today. Go check out his channel. Go check out his Twitter at TrainFactsGuy. Go check out his Discord where you can submit your own cursed train images if you agree to the rules and stuff for that specific channel on that specific Discord. Yes, very spooky. Very scary. One might say that it's 3 spoopy 5 me. Instead of just being too spooky for me. Anyway. I just wanted to say hi to everybody who stopped on by, including you, Celestial Caboose, and Evan, and 123 new account. Oh, why am I frowning? Stupid face tracking's all scuffed. Uh, uh oh yeah. Hi, Ziona. Welcome to the stream. The crown, it represents, it was something new here on YouTube. It came out like last year. Something to the effect of people who post and comment in the chat more will get a rank, and the highest rank will be number 1 through 3. And those are the largest contributors to the channel in the chat. And why do I keep frowning? Gosh dang it. But yeah. Hi, Zona. Hi, Zandalator. Yes. Yappers unite! So what have I been up to? First, I had to deal with the spider in my bathroom. It had gotten all over my things, and I thought to myself a few days before that it was perfectly fine for me to, you know, just kind of leave it to do its own thing, and maybe it'll just crawl away, and I won't have to worry about it being by my sink. I was poorly mistaken, because a tiny little jumping spider decided to basically get onto a shaver, and I was like, no, you will not. So I just had to pluck the little guy off and just kind of blow him outside. Just open the front door, put my hand out, and just blow as hard as I could, and he just kind of went and got completely yeeted out of existence, like... Spider Preacher with poison on his lips. If only it had lips. Well, no, you can rank up without super chatting. Oh no, I'm pretty sure the spider's fine. For some reason, when you're small enough, you can fall from immense heights and hit certain surfaces at great speed because force equals mass times acceleration. And if you have very little mass, there is very little force. So unlike your skull, which is like a very, very squishy... I'm not sure. I thought I heard it somewhere. Oh, I'm glad it fell off instead of actually like getting smushed in the window frame. What else have I been up to? I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to be crafting stuff with, and I finally buckled down and grabbed some thermoplastic, which apparently is this biodegradable plastic that you just stick it in hot water, it melts into a gelatin, and then you can put that gelatin into any shape or form you want. And I was worried about plastic pollution as a result of that, but because it's biodegradable in an industrial setting, at the very least, I can consider that a bit of a win. I know some will say that there's no ethical consumption in capitalism, but you try as best as you can. There were a whole bunch of other options I had at my disposal that I'm still thinking about, but that's neither here nor there. What else have I been up to? Because that's been living rent free in my head for the last few weeks, as I try to set something else to. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Because I have been trying to decide what I was going to do so I could sell little kits or whatever. Because I don't want to go back to work again if I can help it. But if I could self-employ myself, that's totally fine too. Uh, but that's probably another story for another day when I try to, I don't know, get a little bit further along and make some more progress in that field. But we should be able to just hop over to the web browser. Oh, looks like it's full screen. Hi, Indo Patriot. Welcome to the stream. I'm just trying to find the tab. If I can help it. I think I lost it. It should be... Excuse me. It should be... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. There. Nope, wait, that's the wrong wheel. Wrong wheel. Actually, you should probably full screen this. Ooh, that sounds nice. I hadn't thought of it that way, but they are definitely prepared for St. Patty's Day. Oh yes, I'm very familiar with Indonesia's Malays. Am I trained? I don't know. Do you want me to be? Because I can be if you want me to be. And if the wheel also agrees. So I just need to figure out which tab it was in, because I just... Ah, here it is. Picker wheel. Oh, no. Oh, no. Just gonna shrink this down. Well, we should be able to get that one sorted at the very least while I go shift around tabs. It's like pushing papers, to be quite honest, on a desktop that's covered in books and papers and stuff. But yeah, if you want me to do that, I can certainly do that just for the hell of it. So, excuse me while I go get that sorted. Just gotta adjust the camera settings because I can't be bothered to create an overlay in OBS. Look at me. Look at me. I am the Milwaukee Road now. Yeah, I get that a lot actually, Indo Patriot. I just wish that I was able to contribute as much, if not more, at one point or another. in the way that I had like 10 years ago. But yeah, let's start with Benny Boy's Discord. Doesn't look like there's anything new here. So I guess we can go check out. Hello? We can go check out the stuff on Train of Thought's Discord, unless somebody wants me to take a quick peek over at everybody's YouTube channels to see what cursed posts you have of cursed trains, because I know some of you don't have Discord or haven't joined that specific Discord that belongs to Train of Thought. I don't know what it is. For some strange reason, when I'm trying to say something, like, I'm in the middle of a sentence and my voice just cuts out. Like, in real life, not just the mic cutting out, but like, I'm trying to say something and then in mid-sentence, like, one of the words gets cut off, and I don't know why that happens. I really should add a whistle, though, because I don't think it's going to cut it for this kind of situation. Because I'm
the Milwaukee Road,
after all, and I think it's going to require a whistle that's more befitting of
the Milwaukee Road,
among others. Among us. Anyway. Open office hours. Anybody want to volunteer? Because if not, we can just bounce straight into it, Dio. Trying to remember, what was last week? Last week was the 6th. This is the 5th. Also the 5th. Also the 5th. Oh, I think this... Did I show this one? Oh, no, I have not. This is where we left off then. Because we had just looked at this doohickey over here. This improvised logging locomotive, which, on the one hand, used to be a steam-powered traction motor vehicle on the land that was then converted to a traction locomotive on the rails, then converted to a diesel mechanical. I don't know, country girls make do, I guess. But yeah, I was looking online for what to use for the thumbnails for this stream and future streams, and I couldn't make up my mind. So instead, I was like, I'm just going to post some stuff here because I wasn't sure it would be suitable as thumbnails. Of course, we start with this steam locomotive from the JGR, I think. Which for some reason has a pantograph, like that one locomotive in Scandinavia. And the pantograph wire, for some reason, doesn't perfectly go in a straight line, so it just cuts off just prematurely. I don't know. Oh, you want us to go hop in? We can certainly do that. Just who wants to go first? As far as I can tell, we've got Indo Patriot. We can go check out their channel. There are no cursed trains here. Moving on. Anybody else? Because I don't want to go unless somebody gives me the A-OK. But yeah, I stumbled across this thing. I couldn't ignore it. It's a Camelback but not just any ordinary camelback, because this has 12 drive wheels. I feel like it may be a repost, but I can't say for sure. Then we got this goober with the Atlantic Railway, number 400. Clearly, graphic design is this person's passion. We've got a funny funnel, and we've got this thing, an LSR Class 20 Atlas, which I don't know about you, but I feel like there was a bit of a missed opportunity here. But at the same time, there was another opportunity that was capitalized on just right. But yeah, Bad Boys, a 6 triple expansion, 6-cylinder triple expansion, that is. Actually, no, wait. I did post it last week, and you were all there with me. What was I doing? Maybe this is where we were supposed to leave off. Yep, this is probably where we were supposed to leave off. Let's start with full screen. And I missed it. Let's try that again. You know, to be honest, I was expecting that to actually sound a lot worse. On account of the fact that I thought it was a die-cast metal school bus toy, but maybe it was plastic, and that made it more lightweight, and that made the impact a lot less potent than it could have been. Also less likely to bang something up. Hoya Fanboy 1930s posted this. Free railroad ties. Mm-hmm. At least the plates that were holding up the rails and holding the spikes in place could be taken for scrap. As for the actual ties themselves, they're basically just a write-off. Like, you don't want to carry those things around. They're considered hazardous waste on account of the fact that they're treated chemically with preservatives to stop it from rotting. The kinds of preservatives that can't go into a landfill in California, if memory serves correctly. You can use them just about anywhere else, but you do so at your own risk. Whether you're making a planter or partitioning portions of your garden with like a terraced planter of some sort. But you get the idea. They're like the ducks in the park. They're free for you to pick up if you want to. I think this one's a classic repost, but I'll allow it. It's from Gabe. Oh my gosh, it's Gabe. It's Gabe Newell. Okay, it's not Gabe Newell, but you get the idea. Narrow gauge. Little goober here. Little goober peas. With some more modern catenary infrastructure, now that I think about it, because these look like they were specifically built within the last 30 to 40 years. And like some of that older stuff, like that older stuff is just way different, like night and day. I think we saw this before. It's a last minute post from RDSO Discord, and it's a video. WVW posted the video on YouTube, and it's how train works. And if you don't know about this channel, then you don't know how the recurring joke is that stuff that's supposed to be biological is treated as mechanical, and everything that's mechanical is treated as biological. I'll show you what you mean. I'll show you what I mean. I'd play the audio, but I don't think that's necessary. Hissle instead of whistle. Elongated unibar lung, which oxygenates the blood that passes through the hematic piston and hemoflux valve. So it vents in and vents out, facilitating locomotion. Brain's over here, trachea is here. We got ourselves a venom gland with venom canal and forked tongue because this is based on a snake. And here it is in its natural habitat. Snake. With the Paleo Express. The London Tube. No. National Triographic. The Las Cotcha. I feel like there's a weird polygon thing going on over here. And of course, the 500 series Shinkansen. the Warata. Not particularly dangerous. And we got the more dangerous VL80TK, which is a water snake. And then on the flip side, he'll do a video of like how a pigeon works, and it'll just be all this robotic gobbledygook on the inside. But yeah, this is a repost. Press F in the chat to pay respects. This is also a repost from Mark. Surely nobody will have posted this, right? TOT, you'll be seeing this in 2 years. Maybe longer. Maybe longer. Who knows? But yeah, traction loco for the land instead of the rails. We've got the Swabian Simon. Some kind of strange looking rack adhesion engines from the Transcending Railway. Was it Transcending? Transitin. Whatever. Oh yeah, it's one of those goofy locomotives. Oh, Transandine Railway of Argentine, as in the Andean Mountains. Okay, that's what they were trying to say here. It's just weird that it says 080 plus 040. Like, I'd expect some sort of symmetry with the wheel arrangements here, but I guess not. And this is the goofy one with the extra pistons up over here for one reason or another. I want to say it's a Kitson-Mayer locomotive, but I can't confirm that beyond a reasonable doubt. Maschinenfabrik Islingen in Islingen, Württemberg. I don't know what that means. But here we got another locomotive that's similar, but this one looks different in the sense that this is where the regular adhesion is, for regular motion on level surfaces, and I'm assuming this is the mechanism for the rack section of the rack railway, because there'd be like a gear hidden in the middle of these axles to meet with the teeth on the tracks. And then it's able to climb up steeper gradients using that set of geared teeth. We got TH Leo Mui, or is it T Leo Mui, or Sleo Mui? I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's a repost. F's in the chat. Actually, now that I think about it, there was a funny funnel in this one. that I posted. But then again, I did post it last week. So maybe I don't need to spin the wheel for that. Bust my buffers. I'm so confused. Is this supposed to be like this? Is it supposed to be an... Okay, yeah, it's definitely supposed to be the end of the line. We can see the little platform stop over here. So people would get off and on at this platform, and the platform over here, numbers 3 and 4. I don't know how it's going to reverse, though, to be quite honest. Because usually you want your locomotive in the front of the train, and if they're going to be backing out, they're going to need a turntable or a Y junction of some sort, so they can more easily turn around, making a 3-point turn. But yeah, they went through the barricade and they came out the other side. And this is definitely the UK. We got one of the logos for one of the railways right there. One of the sillier ones. Frank the Fox Demon posted the following: the 39th of the Living History series. The date the photos were taken was November 29th, 1925. To quote the tweet, a runaway train careens off a mountain near Altoona, Pennsylvania. 2 lives were lost, and there was loads of widespread damage. Everybody's just here for the spectacle of it all, though. I'm very confused because we see the crash over here, correct? And the tracks are over here? Or at least I would think they would be, but I'm obviously going to be wrong. This must be just a regular bridge then. I was just confused because I thought I was seeing some catenary equipment over here with this weird square of tubing. Oh yeah, yeah, it's definitely going to be the 17th. It always is. The Big Wreck of Altoona, Pennsylvania. So I'm just assuming there was just a bunch of wreckage down here. 2 different trains colliding. There were no specifics given. I feel like it could have been worse, though, if these were passenger trains, of course. But that's neither here nor there. Oh, and apparently there's a whole article about it in the New York Times. Question is... Oh, let's see. Freight train dashes down Horseshoe Curve and piles up in Altoona. Now, the question is, will this article let me see it? Or rather, will the New York Times let me see this article, is what I mean to say. Altoona, Pennsylvania, November 29th. 2 lives lost, a third was injured, and 45 freight cars with their contents were wrecked today when the merchandise express train of the Pennsylvania Railroad got beyond control of the crew on Horseshoe Curve, yes, that Horseshoe Curve, I suspect, and dashed down the mountainside into the city, jumping the tracks at Bridge Street and crashing into another freight train running in the opposite direction. The deceased are F.C. Shalin, age 46, engineer of Sharpsburg, and H.F. Tobler, age 27, the fireman of Aspinwall, and general manager Pincusty, age 24. Oh, sorry, GM Pincusty is supposed to be... That GM doesn't mean general manager, it's just the first and middle initial. Age 24, a brakeman of Pittsburgh, was injured. The VL4, made up of 58 cars, was running east of Track A at Kittening Point. That's Kittening Point, topmost spot of the Horseshoe Curve, noted for its scenic grandeur, in which the train was flagged. After a short stop, it proceeded east again. As the train got into motion, it was discovered that something had gone wrong with the engine's machinery, and the engineer was unable to control it. From Kittening Point to the city, the railroad tracks follow a sharp descent, most of 5 miles, as the train started down the slope, picking up momentum, while with each passing second, the engineer tried in vain to check it. Operation the brakes produced no results whatsoever. Both Schelling and Tobler stuck to their cab as the locomotive, with the impetus of 58 loaded freight cars behind it, dashed faster and faster down the mountainside. I don't need those suggested articles. At Bridge Street, as the runaway train thundered through the railroad yards of Altoona, persons standing on the station platforms sought places of safety. At Bridge Street, the train encountered a series of switches. Here, the engine left the rails and the cars began to pile up in a shapeless mass. The engine, after jumping the track, snapped clear of the cars behind it, ran along the roadbed, crashed in through a fence, and then fell over on its side. The freight train, number 266 westbound, was passing that point on a nearby track. Its engineer tried to get his train beyond the danger zone, but was unsuccessful. His train was struck by the zigzagging cars of the runway, and 12 cars of his own train were thrown off the rails, most of them being broken up, along with 33 cars of the eastbound train. So yeah, a lot of that's going to be a write-off, but we lost lives unnecessarily on that day. We hate to see it. I just wish there were more crashes where there were 0 casualties. Because then we can actually point and laugh in merriment at, like, hee hee, capitalists lose money, funny line go down, train go burr. But when there's actually someone who's lost their life, it's very tragic and unfortunate. Oh gosh, Captain Hades. What is this? Look at this monster of an engine. I'm sorry? I'm having trouble making Oh. It's a Super Garrett. Or what I imagine is a Super Garrett. I just wish it was a little bit brighter, because it's so hard to see. Oh no. Oh no, what's this? Gunter the TOT Breaker. The fictional freelance British articulated designs from artist Soder's Safety Yard, posted originally on Twitter/X. This is the most British coded big boy I've ever seen. And here's another one. Oh, hold on a sec. So yeah, this is a big boy. British coded big boy. Actually, no, not big boy. This time it's a 28A2. I forget, is that the Yellowstone or is that something else? I don't know. And the Big Lads 2684 production engine with I can't read that, but it's some sort of dome. Smoke deflectors added to improve visibility. Ergonomic foot plates with railings. And cylinder size decreased. Boiler pressure also increased to 300 psi with a max speed of 75 miles an hour. And I do not want to be next to that thing when it's running that fast. And of course, a British coated cab forward. RDSO Discord posted this. This thing someone made for trains. Might be able to... Okay, maybe I can't actually play that. I don't know why it's so shaky. I know it's supposed to be dramatic. But it makes it less enjoyable to have it all so up close and shaky like this. I feel like I should have given some sort of an epilepsy warning. But yeah, bro's just absolutely putting the pedal to the metal on this one. Maximum speed! Oh, and now we got a nice freeze frame. And Goose died. Oh 07. The Odaikyu romance car class 70,000. The Graceful Super Express, which debuted on March 17th, 2018 to enormous fanfare. It's quite unusual to the sorts of trains we're used to. Also, look at the width of the train from the tracks. Oh yeah, because it's Cape Gauge. But yes, I think we discussed this previous stream or the stream before that. Maybe we were on Train of Thoughts channel when we were discussing this, but it's just absolutely fascinating to see the romance car series from the Otaikyu Railway, because the engineer's cab is up above the passenger compartment. At least for most of the models on that railway. I do think it's kind of fancy, though. Everybody's able to stay relatively quiet so that everybody's able to collectively enjoy it without interruption from, like, some squealing kid or whatever, or a bunch of yappy teens, or grumpy old men yelling at clouds. Oh yeah, you're supposed to agree to the rules in the cursed train thingamajig. So you go to stream chats, you go to cursed train rules over here. Is it showing up on your end? Yeah, it's showing up on your end. You just need to agree to all these rules because all the regular rules still apply, but you also need to follow some other criteria. And if you fail to follow these rules, you can get a cursed trains ban. So yeah, play nice, play by the rules, and you should be just fine. Oh, and if your post was deleted but no reason was given, or the reason isn't obvious, do not post it again. Instead, ask the moderator why it was removed. Thanks, Borketh. Oh, looks like we have lost track where we were previously. Let's get back on track. This and more. This and more. So this is where we were. Ah. Oh, no. OTJ 86 with the J70 with tender. Ooh. Why do you need a tender for this? It's supposed to be a tank engine. I do think it's kind of funny, though, to see the connection here just be a thin little line. It was just kind of drawn as an afterthought. Also, hi, Denny B. Welcome to the stream. The concept of a tank engine with an auxiliary tender historically does have some merit. I just don't think it. I just don't think it applies here. American guy said they don't hate it. And the original poster's like same, but it looks cursed. RK says the tender doesn't need a tram side plating or cow catchers. It just needs an outside frame. A Farley J70. What would that look like? Oh! Oh dear. Oh dear. That would be strange. Now that I think about it. And The original post had just reacted with Tobama. Tobama. Soda! Oh, sure, go ahead. This one's from you! With some very improvised tracks. I wish I could say this is novel. It's not. What I do think is novel, though, is the fact that they tried to raise the tracks as little as they possibly could to get it to actually cross over. And that meant cutting all of this with like a cutting torch so that it fits neatly over the railhead. They didn't need to do that, but they decided to anyway, because why not? Convenience be damned. Why not just spend 14 hours on a solution that could be solved in one? With no plan of it saving any time in the future whatsoever. Because it was only used once. Oh, wait, Frank the Fox Demon, what did they post here? Swiss Locomotive and Machine Factory HE2/2 from Switzerland, circa 1897. 65 were produced. Oh, these little guys. Oh my. I thought it was just a regular box-shaped pantograph locomotive. No, it looks like there's some sort... Oh, wait, no, there isn't a vestibule. If there was a vestibule here, that would be weird. So, this just looks like a little goober. This must be one of the later iterations, and this is probably one of the most recent. Now, I have to admit, this image may be familiar to me. I just don't remember it looking this goofy. And this is goofier still, but at least there's some pragmatism to it. This one, though, this is the least practical. Because it's got, like, 4 pantographs when it should only need 1. And it's just, like, one of those trolley buses. Oh. Oh, what's this? From Hoya Fanboy, 1930s again. With the Familien Tuf Tuf. I'm assuming this was made in Eastern Europe, from the looks of it. Maybe Czechoslovakia. Maybe Latvia. It's hard to say. But it was somewhere behind the Iron Curtain, that much I can say. Because this just looks all sorts of cursed, and it has all the hallmarks I'd associate with trains from the other side. I will say, though, this is kind of a funny funnel, because it does fit with the rest of the train, to be quite honest. Maybe a little too well. And someone reacted with this. I just don't know why it's so compressed. Oh no. Silly train guy, no! What have they done to my boy? My little climax boy. What have they done to you? Ah, oh, I can't believe they done this. But yeah, the entire tender's been stripped off. Boiler and cab are stripped off. I'm not exactly sure what's left, other than the frame. Sure, there's some of the running gear stuff here and whatnot, but the axle that drives the front bogey's gone. And the back one's still working, though. It's still attached. I'm just hoping this is part of a restoration process and not something else. Oh, no! Sam and the Old Engines from Sammy the Shunter, posted by Jet. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. If these aren't funny funnels, I don't know what is. Because they've got all these little garlands wrapped around them. Actually, no, wait. Those are spider webs. That's even worse. I don't think there's enough folks to deal with this. At this point, you're just going to need to get some uh, spray on Axe body spray and a lighter and just set it all on fire. Set all the cobwebs on fire. But yeah, we got funny funnels here because it's all dusty, so it's time to spin the wheel. Round and round the wheel she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Where do I have it? 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 Where do I...
Hamburger.
That's where I have it. I really need to change my soundboard. One hour of silence, occasionally interrupted by hamburger. Let's try this one. Is it gonna start? Strange. I'll give it a moment. It'll probably kick in at some point. But yeah, this is the perfect reaction.
Hamburger.
Ah, there it is. Butts McGee, I haven't heard them in a while, but Butts McGee posted this in response to the image from earlier, or rather the video from earlier, from RDSO Discord. And they said, reminds me of this from the Chris Train's Jet Train for Train Simulator. Now, I wish I could say that this is completely new to me, but apparently this, I think, was actually part of the original game in some capacity, because I've seen multiple videos about it, like, over a decade ago, almost 20 years at this point.
Hamburger.
Can you believe that YouTube's, like, over 20 years old at this point? This is about as experimental as it gets, Evan. Absolutely. Where's my skull emoji?
Hamburger.
And James just replies with this flashback. For some reason, it's not in a thread, and that seems to be a recurring theme. Oh no. Off-brand Thomas and Paw Patrol. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, this is painful to look at.
Hamburger.
Why would you do this? This absolutely puts the Express in AliExpress.
Hamburger.
May 9 through Autistic Madness posted, you know what? Screw you. Farley's your big boy. Oh, yeah, that's that double Farley, isn't it? Not the regular Farley. But yeah, that's weird. That is definitely weird. If it were real, of course. Obviously, it's not real. It can't hurt you. Got ourselves a speeder here. Posted by Frank the Fox Demon. Posting the comment saying, from the Queensland State Archives Series Part 30, the self-propelled bench. I'm sorry. Early petrol-driven track inspection car. A petrol inspection trolley of sorts. Oh yeah, that is an actual bench. They just procured a bench and just slapped it on a flatbed. Okay, I admit that makes this even weirder, because it's more of a slapdash job than I expected. What I think is annoying, though, is that it doesn't seem to be possible to rotate the seat in any convenient position. It's just automatically leaned back. Like, I don't know how that helps in any meaningful way. I would think you'd want it to be facing down so that you could look at the tracks more easily. Oh no! Oh no! From RDSO Discord, what did you post this time?
hamburger,
This thing from the short film, Blowing Off Steam. Oh dear. What is the loading gauge on this thing?
hamburger,
Bro just turns these cranks and just goes. And of course, that's about as funny a funnel as you can get. It's not just a person's, the top of some person's head, it's also got a hat on it. So spin! Spin for your lives! No input. Dang it. Is that closer to one VTuber, one jar, or Penn Central? I'm leaning on one VTuber, one jar. So we are just gonna make our way into the jar.
hamburger,
Don't put me in the jar as a marketable plushie. Oh, and apparently it's from an animated short that has multiple awards, not just any old animation. Oh,
hamburger,
Oregon Railfan 4449 with "This has to be among the least appealing prop trains I've ever seen in my life. Simply a limping gray slab of a kind of nebulously not really anything. The wheels are too big, the parts too droopy, detailing somehow too heavy and not defined enough. I feel like I can't see this thing. This TV show also burns our eyes with
hamburger,
another plywood mock-up, and I... Sorry. This TV show also burns our eyes with another plywood mock-up of what I believe is supposed to be the Union Pacific 119.
hamburger,
Is that what this is? Are these both props? Because at the same time that they look kind of like props, they also look kind of realistic. Because there have been some goofy 440s across North
hamburger,
America. Quite a few, as a matter of fact. It's actually ridiculous. But yeah, the weathering just... Oh, that just looks painful.
hamburger,
What does everybody else reply? Of what I found, these locomotives were made for hell on wheels, says an Argentine train fan. And Oregon Rail fan said, that's right. And RK replied further, they look like they sat outside for years while
hamburger,
miraculously nobody stole the brass. Or the entire thing, as a matter of fact. Now that I think about it. Zazis, with the tram running in Hiroshima. Oh. Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
hamburger,
I remember that there was a tram that ran through Hiroshima. I just didn't think it would get up and running so quickly after the bomb.
hamburger,
Not now, hamburger. This is a serious photo.
hamburger,
No, not now. This is not the time for it. But yeah, the entire city was basically leveled.
hamburger,
Gosh dang it. Now you have to say it incessantly. Just unforgivable. OTJ86 says, this was after the bombing? He says, yes. They started running the tram service just 3 days after the bombing? What the...
hamburger,
Oh, hi there, RWMC Canna. Welcome to this stream.
hamburger,
But yeah. OTJ says, damn. And RK says, damn, that's dark. But it's amazing that they were able to resume service so soon after nearly an
Hamburger.
entire city got disintegrated. No, no, no. Oh yeah, you're welcome, Xandalator.
Hamburger.
Also, welcome to the stream if I hadn't said that already. But yeah, I think they were able to just slapdash things together so quickly because the infrastructure it demands is so minimal. Like, you just had to put a few wires up and just kind of get back and
Hamburger.
going after you clear the tracks. Oh yeah, definitely. It's probably more than just for emergency rescue purposes. It's probably also for mutual aid service and just general transit service. Because look at all these people just crammed in
Hamburger.
there. It's like a clown car.
Hamburger.
Odini B at it again with, oh god, they really be putting AI in anything these days. I know this is supposed to be a joke, but you know what? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I know I had it somewhere.
Hamburger.
Just,
Bruh.
I know, I know. It's just, it, mm, it's just like a low effort meme. That's all. I know it's the same kind of thing I would have posted, and I would have been just as guilty. I know, it's ridiculous. I can't even look at Amazon questions and answers to listings they have on their website without having to ask Rufus
Hamburger.
first. It's ridiculous. The favorite kind of funny. It's true though. It's true. Ahoy fanboy 1930s. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that, Odini? Because there, I have seen some of the funniest things be the lowest of effort. Yeah.
The long haul.
Hamburger.
Wait.
Cal unit at it again.
At a tender that is longer, probably heavier than
Much
the
And
not to
locomotive.
not to mention its photo. It looks like it's photoshopped in.
Why is it $1,500?
Yes.
I don't
Good
like
tender.
Pennsylvania, and here's another reason why.
All right. Now, oh God, no,
Man.
no,
Yeah.
they already slaughtered it.
They could have at least made it one of those black bonnets, but no, they went full on silver war bonnet.
Oh, fish. Oh.
All right, right from the
So
get-go, my
welcome,
eyes are
Mr.
burning.
San Diego. Hello, I'll be your Santa Fe for the evening.
Classic. I don't think I've actually seen all the vids of Cal Unit Productions actually going through all the catalogs. But I really should. Don't you rickroll me, Cooler Red t-shirt. Now is not the time. But then again, is there any good time to begin with? Oh, I just realized that everybody was able to see the jar, but they saw the jar was blocking the video footage. That is awkward. Let me change the layers.
Hamburger.
Let me change the layers so that the web browser's in front. There we go. That won't.
Hamburger.
That way it won't happen ever again. Why am I in a jar? Because that was the punishment I got from the wheel of torture. So let's see. Mr. Train 77 says, imagine waking up at 10 o'clock in the morning and seeing this in your backyard. Ooh. Yeah, I would not be expecting that either. But then again, I don't think I'd be able to imagine a world where I could afford waterfront property.
Hamburger.
Oh, yeah, maybe I could put some jam in it. I feel like this is... When was this taken? And where was this taken? I feel like this was taken somewhere in the Middle East. It's just funny to see the pontoons are just made from riveted steel or aluminum. Sci-Fi Mafia. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, no jars were harmed in the making of this video. Anyway, Oregon Railfan 4449 replied to comments from earlier, and they said, and some of these things are somehow more unpleasant. Like, check out this non-specific nightmare. It's big and chunky, but ostensibly trying to look quite old, horrible, mysterious, and vague, and has done unspeakable things to the Southern Pacific 745, and very proportionally awkward, with detailing that blatantly doesn't fit. I feel like this may be a repost. But I guess that really doesn't matter. It's a funny funnel anyway. It's something that's not very common.
Hamburger.
Well, Paige is a gender-neutral name, actually. Yes, many pages were harmed in this video.
Hamburger.
Not Ubisoft, not Ubisoft, yes! NECA mode activate! Yeah.
Hamburger.
So I will just mark this as done. I will hop back into the void.
Hamburger.
Will I go back to avatar selection?
Hamburger. Hamburger.
Hey, it was very cross.
Hamburger.
Papyrus. No, not even close.
Hamburger.
Oh, you mean on the wheel? Yes. Papyrus is on human. The human! Let's see, Frank the Fox Demon posted this on the 11th. It says, from the Digital Commonwealth, Massachusetts Collection online. Trainwreck from Maine, 1926, possibly at S.D. Warren Paper Company in Westbrook, Maine. I need to add the sped up version of Bone Trussels to my my soundboard. Yeah, he's just here for a snooze. He's just here for a snooze. Does this count as a funny funnel because it broke off? Looks like they were able to get the tender upright, though, at least. By the time this was taken. Oh, dear. It's a breast funnel. F-unit or streetcar or subway? I can tell you what it is. It just makes me dead. So yeah, I'm just looking at this thing, and they couldn't be bothered to actually have a real background, a real PNG. They just converted it to a JPEG. This is so sad.
hamburger,
Alexa, play Despacito. I do wonder though. Oh, said, sorry. But yeah, this is just absolutely goofy looking.
hamburger,
I love it as much as I hate it, to be honest. Like, if it didn't have that little cab up here, I feel like I'd be viscerally more disgusted at this thing. We got ourselves a classic repost
hamburger,
from Deloader with the GMC AFK WX352. And that is not your average road to rail conversion that you see every day. Because we still have the we still have the hubcaps here, and they just seem to have welded some wheels onto the rims. Number 4, Chuffalong. Chuffalong loses his job. From Jets. This is... I'm at a lack for words.
hamburger,
I'm just at an absolute lack for words. Just looking at this thing. Like, you're a locomotive. How do you lose your job? This is the story of our lives, according to Stop Motion Smokebox. Oh, it's so true.
hamburger,
Ooh, oh, the brick. It's the brick. Chatty, it's the brick. Worth Brothers Company numbers 8 through 14. Manufactured in the United States circa 1916. Seven were produced. In 1915, the steel producer Worth Brothers of Coatesville, Pennsylvania, ordered switchers from the Baldwin Locomotive Works. These had to fit tight clearances with a height limit of just 7 feet 9 inches, and with a width limit of 6 feet 8 inches. To achieve this, they had small drivers of only 33 inches and a cab mounted low behind the firebox. To fit the largest possible water tanks, these were rectangular sections and filled with 800 gallons and a coal capacity of 700 pounds. They had outside cylinders and outside Stevenson link motions. With cylinders of 14 by 16 inches, they produced a starting tractive effort of roughly 13,300 pounds. The first 3 were delivered on in the month of January 1916 with the work numbers 42777 and 44453. The final batch of 2 was delivered in April 1917 with the numbers 45,532 and 45,533. Now, they made up a total of 7, which were numbered 8 through 14 by their operator. Are any of them still around? I know there are quite a few bricks when it comes to locomotives at steel mills, but I don't think we've seen this one before. Yeah, they basically just ordered a literal block of steel that rolls.
hamburger,
I don't know how much more we have, but I suspect there won't be much. But I don't think we've seen that specific funnel before, so we're just going to spin the wheel. No, 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 not egg, not egg! No input.
hamburger,
I don't want to do egg. I really need to remove all those extra spaces. Okay, I can work with this one. Penn Central. around 10 or so left. Okay. I'm just looking for the hat
hamburger,
while I just put this to the side. I still haven't shortened this. This is just gonna have to work for now.
hamburger,
Bobus Oxen says, I was searching Wiki Commons for a train image and found this. Oh yes, this one. Not your average method of power transmission. We have seen things like this, but I'm not sure we specifically saw this one. I feel like we may have, though, but I make no guess. Oh, yep, somebody already said it's a repost. I'll take their word for it. Yep, if it works, it works. It ain't stupid if it works.
hamburger,
Hago posted womp. And yep, that is definitely a womp. Or should I say... I really need to turn the volume up on that one, but I can't until I whip it open in Audacity.
hamburger,
This one's also a classic repost. A Nokia wouldn't break like this. Oh, you mean someone threw a Nokia at this? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. We got Blue XL3. 13 with a classic repost of a
hamburger,
double locomotive with a single tender. Oh. This is a stick up. And I was not prepared. I did not bring my wallet.
hamburger,
Oh, I think that's just a vestige of the PNG file I chose. Because it should be solid, but for some reason the person who uploaded it had it as transparent. Mainline through Autistic Madness posted this yesterday. The Screw You Cursed Edition. You know what? Screw you. SD70's your daylight. Oof. I know we've seen something like this before, just not with Super Duty bogies or trucks. You know what? Screw you. Hiawatha's your challenger.
The Milwaukee Road.
Which I'm just gonna say, at least it looks kind of half decent, though I do admit it may need a larger tender. You know what? Screw you. Unbigs your boy. Oh, come on. There was a missed opportunity here to have this say Onion Pacific. Or at the very least, just Onion. And the entire firebox goes all the way under the boiler up to the smoke box. Just how? Milwaukee Road's made from milk. What are you talking about, Willis? Though I would definitely like to make something like this at some point someday. You know what? Screw you. Camelback's your Norfolk and Western 611. Oof. Oof. Okay, that is a choice of all time. That is definitely a choice of all time. And fairly decent execution as well. Just gotta remove this little taper right there. And you might be able to get away with it. But yeah, that last one was painful. Smackamations posted this yesterday as well. Good grief, this thing is crying out for help. What do you mean? Oh yeah, I can... Oh dear. The metal plating is falling off that piston.
hamburger,
And everything else is just struggling for dear life.
hamburger,
Captain Hades posted this. This thing is running on hopes and dreams. And a prayer. I'm so confused. How do you do this in Roblox? Also, why is it so loud? I really want to turn this down a bit.
hamburger,
But yeah, this is what it looks like full screen, just if anyone asks. Because it's probably kind of tiny in the background. From the Queensland State
hamburger,
Archives, Part 31, Another Parade. Blue train driving past the Britain Pavilion Expo of 1988 in South Bank, Russell
hamburger,
Stokes. And we stumbled across this when we were refreshing this page on accident. I didn't get to say this, but I think I die a little on the inside at the prospect that they still manufacture this. They still manufacture this in one shape or another, and that disappoints me greatly.
hamburger,
Because I would imagine this being pretty high-end for 1988. But it's 2026, my brothers and sisters and everything in between in Christ. Also, that's another funny funnel because it's so dinky. That is to an extent true. 1 out of 10. Well, that's no input. You know what? I'm just gonna give it to you all. You're getting egg.
hamburger,
Just egg. I don't want to give egg, but I must surrender egg. Yes, it's an absolute excellent treat. Oh, I knew I forgot something. Why am I not in the jar? Okay, that's better. I'm in the jar now.
hamburger,
No, don't crack me. I'm already a broken egg as it is. Odini B with the NSB Type
Hamburger.
30A NR25, fitted with unusual wraparound smoke deflectors. Okay, maybe that's a little weirder than I thought it was the last time I saw this, because it literally wraps around the smoke box through the underside. I was not expecting that. And it's got a sort of conical shape to the smoke box door, so that means all the air just gets forced out and then up.
hamburger,
If it was slanted just a little bit, maybe it would more easily vent upwards. You need to vent, Gregory! But yeah, for some reason, this just kind of reminds me of some dude with an ice pack on his head, and he's got some bandages wrapped around it to keep it in place so it doesn't fall over.
Hamburger.
Yeah, they are supposed to push the air up and around. It's just nobody goes out of their way to
Hamburger.
add extra cladding to the bottom of the smoke box over here, like, geez. Holy Fanboy 1930s
Hamburger.
posted this, and they said help.
Okay, but what does it do when I turn him on?
Hold on, let me restart this.
Okay, but what does it do when I turn him on?
Hamburger.
I was just trying to mute it. Okay. Okay, maybe I didn't need to mute it.
Oh,
hamburger,
oh.
1 coin. Want to count some more? Let's keep counting.
Yes, this is a coin thing. I pressed. There's a button in here in the hole.
2,
2 coins. It's also Joseph May.
3, 4, 5,
Stop! Shut up!
6, 7, 8.
Wait, 6, 7, 6, 7.
hamburger,
Oh, I'm literally gonna kill myself. I promise I'd never put that in the video, and now I have. Should I cut that?
End the video there.
I'm not ending the video on 6, 7.
3 coins.
3 coins? I'm rich!
6, 7,
Hey, how high does this go?
6, 7.
8.
Okay, that's annoying.
hamburger,
Wait, he went back to 6. My money. Where'd my money go? Where is my money? You went back down.
1.
Okay, he can only go to 10. What? You think I'm broke? You think I only have 10 coins? You... How did it stay
Hamburger.
up there?
Wow.
Alright, there you go.
Next toy. He said the thing! Roll credits! Zandalator
Hamburger.
with the Japanese C-51 streamlined steam locomotive. Honestly, it kind of looks like a snowplow.
hamburger,
And this is a repost. F's in the chat. We got Odini B, which you just posted. Oh yeah, also, hi T. Welcome to this stream.
hamburger,
Glad to see you're here. We've got the Farley J70. Kind of hard to make out though. To be honest, but I think that just kind of comes with the territory because of how it's built. Why? Because screw you, that's why. Okay. It's just a cat smiley.
hamburger,
Oh, right, this thing. Oregon Rail fan posted this. It's a wacky promotional Coca-Cola train set from the 80s. There was a lot of it around. I can't think of a purer cuts of 80s greed-fueled
Hamburger.
cash grab merchandising mania. But whatever it's doing, whether it's filling up my cup, whether it's selling out by merely existing, this little saccharine cherry sucker just pops. It pops so hard. Alright, take care. We were going to wrap up anyway. But yeah, product placement in model trains is about as ubiquitous as
hamburger,
and complimentary as peanut butter on jelly in a sandwich. Or rather, peanut butter with jelly. But yeah. Jacket Jail Fries / T
Hamburger.
6025. Did you want me to take a look at your posts on your YouTube channel? What does Coke have to do with this? Absolutely nothing. But the number of food-themed trains that I've seen in my lifetime would surprise you. Like, there was an entire period in the 1990s when you couldn't go through a grocery store without seeing a promotional train set from the International Hobby Corporation or Lifelike. And in Canada, the President's Own trademark. All of these things were sold at grocery stores in the holidays, and they were all food themed, and you couldn't escape them. They were everywhere. Just like literally everywhere. You could not escape them.
hamburger,
The Shinkansen Chef Tank Car military Coke themed train. Is that a thing? Ain't no way that's a thing. Okay. I will just check out the server first and foremost. We got the Pooh Man. Apparently the Illinois Central had these. That's actually kind of strange, but I'll allow it. And we should be able to go to Jacket Jail Fries with the new post. Marcus, the 0442 Dockyard Shunter with extra streamlining. Oh, and there's apparently this as well. This is 2 days ago. Just gonna open this in a new tab so I can enjoy it and bask in its obvious glory.
Hamburger.
Absolute cinema. I do wonder how this tiny dinky little pipe is able to transfer all the steam over here.
Hamburger.
And of course this one has inside cylinders. Well, this has outside cylinders, which is kind of neat. But yeah, the MP and HB. I don't know what that stands for. Please feel free to enlighten us. Also, I was curious. Is this a cab forward? You know, it's a cab forward. If it was a cab forward, that would be bonus points. But I can see there's a coal bunker here. It's not like they would have stuck windows, so people could peep through.
Hamburger.
That'd be funny though. Oh, it's just random letters. It doesn't mean anything. Like Heiss's Eat and Die Railroad or Railway. I forget. We've got the Magnus with the power tender and extra front tender for some reason, unless this is supposed to be just a banking engine just pushing stuff uphill, which, you know, that's understandable.
Hamburger.
And let's see, last but not least, we've got Topper mentioned, question mark. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, it's been made real. But for some reason, it's been cropped off, because for some reason YouTube doesn't like images in 16:9.
Hamburger.
It just likes them in 3:4 instead of 4:3. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. But boy howdy is this goofy looking. Actually kind of reminds me of something we've seen before. But this one's special in its own right. Funny funnel and everything.
Hamburger.
So we should be able to spin the wheel one more time. One more time. Furry mode activate. Yeah? Just mark that as red. I will hop back into the void.
Hamburger.
While I go back to avatar selection. Just plonk this hat down again. Place this down here. Close this off. And I should be able to teleport back. There we go. So yeah, we got the wheel taken care of. We got this all taken care of. Have we checked everything on the MTI server? I don't think there's anything. Oh gosh. Village of Cary with Metrail. Ooh, the Roblox moment. Before I go broke like Jock, Macrus Hagelwonker the Third. This is a reply to this atrocity. I don't know whose idea this was. I die a little on the inside to think this exists. And here's the joke from last week. Anything else crop up here? No, it doesn't look like it. Nothing here either. Strangely enough, usually Amtrak fan posts something even if it's like a duplicate. Oh, I don't know what to do about age verification these days in Roblox, in Discord, or anywhere else for that matter. I just hate the implementation. Like, sure, protect the kids all you want, but for the love of all that is good, please make it easy, accessible, equitable, and not a thorn in my side. Because I don't want to have to present my state ID every single time I want to verify that I'm over 18. Like, I've lost most of my hair. Is that not proof enough for you? Is that not enough proof for you, internet? Feeling one guide like Quandale Dingle here. But yeah, we're off to office hours. Oh, and everyone hates him? Well, I think they would have hated him for a whole bunch of other reasons as well. Excuse me. So yeah, what was I going to say? Oh yeah.
Hamburger.
This is from SMT Mainline. I remember seeing this video not too long ago. Oh, yeah, it was a repost. Sorry, Xandalator. Also, welcome to the stream, by the way. We're in office hours now, so if there was any suggestions you wanted to make, we can certainly make that come true. So if you wanted us to see something in particular, we could go check that out. Because aside from that, like, I think we've seen just about everything.
Hamburger.
Anyone? Any takers? Movers or shakers? I'll give you a moment. And I will use that moment to get an assessment of whether or not there's anyone to actually raid out to. Because I don't think there's really anybody who is currently available right now.
Hamburger.
Okay, so there are people. Obviously better performing in every way, shape, and form. But I feel like there must be somebody else I might be able to raid. Someone who I know a bit more. I certainly wish I was able to do that, but it appears that might not be the case. What do I think about the locomotive? Oh yeah, of course, it's very horrendous. It's just a horrendousness that we're quite familiar with. Like, I think I might be able to actually count the number of times that we've actually seen this posted on one of my hands, if not both. It's
Hamburger.
pretty normal for people to want to post that in particular because the C51 with the rough shot cladding for streamlining is just goofy, just absolutely goofy and
Hamburger.
horrendous. No cap. Oh, I see. That's unfortunate. But I'm glad I was not able to
Hamburger.
get myself emotionally invested in that. Because I wouldn't want to have to deal with all the hardship and struggle that seems to be going on in Roblox right now. I mean, at this point, we're just gonna all have to go back to Minecraft.
Hamburger.
I can't think of anything else we could possibly do. Alternatively, there's always Hightail.
Hamburger.
So yeah, I'll mark that as saved. What else did I want to do? Because I think we should be able to wrap up here. I just want to thank everybody for stopping on by. It's always good to have company.
Hamburger.
Oh yeah, it's a very old channel, and there is so much to catch up on. But yeah, I think this should be it for now. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a nice weekend. As our world is proverbially on fire, for reasons that I think should be very evident. Because a bunch of old white men thought it was a good idea to keep fighting for one reason or another. And not the good fight, but you get the idea. Anyway, we're going to be reading out, and this will be our raid message. This will be a raid message for everybody who wants to raid, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Where are the emojis?
Hamburger.
Oh.
Hamburger.
There we go. I don't know, I was struggling so hard to get this. Oh yeah, that sounds like a better idea. But I don't know. There's a bunch of blue stuff, but lobster isn't one of them, unfortunately. It's just regular lobster.
Hamburger.
Sure, why not? Let's do blue lobster jump scare. Blue lobster jump scare raid.
Hamburger.
That'll be our raid message. And yeah, I want to thank you all so much for stopping by. I will see you in the next one.
Hamburger.
Oh, I forgot to say my spiel. Why would I forget to say my spiel? That's so weird. Anyway, don't forget that videos and streams are only possible through the contributions and engagement of folks like you. I thank you for that. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, with notifications on. If you're able to financially support me, you can also become a channel member for 99 cents a month, or contribute regularly as a patron at patreon.com for a similar amounts, if not a little bit more. You can donate directly to the Stream Elements link, as that's preferred over Super Chats, because YouTube takes a cut out of those. Anyway, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. And until then, take care, stay awesome, stay true to yourself, and remember to never give up. Bye, everybody!